Hello everyone, I haven't seen you in a while, you haven't seen me in a while, but it doesn't matter. The time has come and I'm here to present you something that I wanted to do for a long time. Yes, I'm with headphones, what's your problem? As you've seen in the title of the video, I'm gonna do a little bit of recap before you go into Hell in a Cell 2022. And for the people who don't know what Hell in a Cell is, it's a WWE pay-per-view event, and if you have watched my previous videos, you would know that I'm a fan and I'm watching this. I'm gonna go through the whole card and I'm gonna explain briefly what you need to know before the pay-per-view, and I'm gonna give a little bit of a small prediction of how the match will go, or at least the outcome of the match. Okay, so from bottom to top, Madcap versus Happy Corbin, no holds barred match. This was a match that was made last minute. Today is Saturday. It was made like on Friday. The rivalry. The whole shtick started when Baron Corbin became Happy Corbin, and he came up with that guy Madcap. They were having their stable thingy, the Happy Folks. At the beginning they were fighting Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre smashed both of them. But because Happy Corbin lost to Drew McIntyre, he blamed Madcap for his loss. So basically they started their feud. They were having a match at Backlash. Not a rich storyline here, but my take is that probably Madcap is gonna win because he's the new guy and he needs some sort of push. But as I said, not very good storyline. But Madcap has a new look and it looks promising. So next up, Finn Balor, AJ Styles and Liv Morgan versus the Judgment Day. This is a match I'm really excited about as a fan of Edge. How this all started at WrestleMania, AJ Styles and Edge had a match 1v1, and basically Edge had a heel turn. And basically now he's a bad guy. So whenever the WrestleMania match happened, AJ Styles didn't win because he got distracted by Damian Priest from the ringside. And basically this is where the Judgment Day started. And from then on, we were having AJ Styles and Finn Balor, because Finn Balor joined AJ Styles, forming something like Bullet Club, and basically it was like AJ Styles versus Edge at WrestleMania Backlash, but another member of the Judgment Day joined them, Rhea Ripley. So basically Rhea Ripley had some beef with Liv Morgan before that. The whole storyline right now is the Judgment Day versus the Finn Balor, AJ Styles and Liv Morgan. My prediction is that Judgment Day is gonna win, not because of anything else, but we're gonna have a new member joining the Judgment Day. Edge has been teasing a lot of people probably joining the Judgment Day, like Tommaso Ciampa, like Finn Balor turning on AJ Styles and Liv. I'm really excited about that, who is gonna be the new member. Moving forward, we have United States Championship match, Theory, who is the current champion, versus Mustafa Ali. I don't know what to explain. Theory is Vince McMahon's protege, and Mustafa Ali just came back from, let's say, a long break. It was not really a break, probably it was a work move where he wanted his release, but now he's back. And basically company is like treating him harsh right now, but at the same time he received that United States Championship opportunity. For me personally, it would be great if Mustafa Ali beats Theory for the championship, but kinda I don't see it happening. But still, my bet is Mustafa Ali. Let's get it. Next up we have some really fun match, Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. Some of you might don't know Ezekiel. He came up right after WrestleMania, and basically he is Elias. And this is point of the feud. Right after WrestleMania, Kevin Owens started complaining about his match with Stone Cold, and then Ezekiel came up and interrupted him. Kevin Owens understood that this was Elias, who was just shaved and with a little bit shorter hair, but Ezekiel pretended to be Elias' younger brother. And this is where the feud became so funny, because in fact we know that this is Elias, but Kevin Owens cannot prove it. And throughout the weeks, Kevin Owens tried to prove to everyone that Ezekiel is actually Elias, not that Ezekiel is Elias' younger brother, but he couldn't prove it. So basically we have that match right now, Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. I have Ezekiel because Kevin Owens can take the L. It doesn't really matter. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. This is like the most strange and weird match. Sorry, but I'm not invested in that at all. Like, right before WrestleMania, Omos was like, I need an opponent, and Bobby Lashley came up and they were having that 1v1 match at WrestleMania. After that, they were having a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash, and MVP came along as Omos manager, kind of manager, basically because MVP was mad at Bobby Lashley because Bobby Lashley ditched him and he forgot everything that MVP did for him, so he started doing everything for Omos. So basically now it's MVP and Omos versus Bobby Lashley. On the WrestleMania Backlash, Omos defeated Bobby Lashley, so basically they're 1-1. Right now they just made that match for Hell in a Cell, where they are just having handicap match with, when Bobby Lashley is having a handicap match with Omos and MVP. How that match happened: before 2 weeks they were MVP was having a 1v1 match with Bobby Lashley, where the winner of the match could choose the stipulation of the match between Omos and Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley got played basically. He got distracted outside of the ring, he got disqualified. MVP won, MVP chose that handicap match, and in my honest opinion, Bobby Lashley will win because MVP is in the match and MVP will take the pin. The alliance between MVP and Omos will be short-lived. That's how I see it. Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair, who is the current champion, Becky Lynch and Asuka. Everything started last summer when Becky Lynch came back and he beat Bianca in 30 seconds or 20 seconds, or I don't remember what, but it was really embarrassing in a way. So basically, fast forward, Becky Lynch had that good run, that good championship run, and Bianca Belair finally had her rematch. He won her title back. Basically, this is a rematch from WrestleMania, but Asuka came back after Backlash, and Becky Lynch was upset because she just lost the title. And she was like, there is nothing that can stop me now. My only way is up and my next step is Bianca. But guess what? Asuka came back, and basically they were having that championship contenders match, Becky Lynch and Asuka won. But after that, next week, they made a match where if Becky Lynch wins between her and Asuka, she's gonna be added into that match and be triple threat. In my opinion, Bianca Belair we're gonna retain. She's gonna pin Asuka, but Bianca Belair must retain because she needs a good run. And the last match, which is probably the greatest match in the whole card. Actually, I lied. I'm an Edge fan. Sorry, I like the Judgment Day stuff, and it's not the same as the House of Black stuff. Stop comparing it. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. This is the only match inside Hell in a Cell at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view out of what, 7 matches? A little bit disappointing. Some of you who haven't watched WWE in a while are gonna be like, what is going on? Cody Rhodes, is he in WWE? Wasn't he in AEW? Well, what is going on? So basically everything started at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins had a match at WrestleMania, but he had an unknown opponent until the last minute. So basically Cody Rhodes came back into WWE and he was his opponent. Cody Rhodes won the match at WrestleMania. They had a rematch at Backlash, and Cody Rhodes took the victory 2 times in a row. And I really don't understand what is the point of a third match, because even if Seth wins, does that mean that they're gonna go for best of 5? So in my opinion, Cody Rhodes will win. And this match is a little bit of stretch, but maybe its point is to elevate Cody Rhodes. But it's a really interesting rivalry and I want to see it. So yeah, that was it. That was it for my recap before Hell in a Cell thingy. Yeah, if you like the video, share the video, comment down below, do whatever you want. and I'm gonna see you in the next video, which is gonna be wrestling related or not. I don't know, I'm not sure. We'll see. See you.